summer to now?
Yeah, personally, the focus of the off-season, the pre-season for me was my body and getting that in a position where I can train more consistently and play more consistently without kind of breaking down in a sense. So, yeah, that's been the real focus, and I think I've made a couple of inroads in that regard.
What did you struggle with last year, Ned? Was it back, rib sort of?
Yeah, there were a couple of bits and pieces. It was mainly groin. I had some groin issues probably the second half of the season, which I struggled with a little bit. But yeah, I've got that under control now, and yeah, feeling a lot more stronger and confident in my body. So yeah.
What did you do to turn that around?
To be honest, a lot of it was strengthening around my hip area, my core area, just getting in a position where I can do the loads of an AFL program and run consistently and tackle and do the kind of things I want to do. So yeah, it was mainly about strengthening my body and getting it into a position where I can train regularly and get used to a game load and do that consistently, which yeah, I hope I'm around that kind of mark now.
Obviously, football players aren't about blaming football wins for injuries or anything. But are there some that you've had over the last couple of years that have lingered around or that we haven't known about that have hindered your performance that you're now free of?
No, not necessarily. I certainly wouldn't blame kind of performance-related stuff around injury, but yeah, as I said, the focus of my off-season and pre-season was to get my body in a position where I didn't have those kind of niggles as such or injuries and that kind of related stuff. So I feel like I'm stronger now. I'm in a position where I can train and play regularly. So there's certainly no excuses in terms of my body. Yeah.
Where's your spot now?
Yeah, good question. I think probably majority, hopefully forward. There could be a bit of an opportunity to maybe do some wing stuff and maybe some middle stuff as well, some inside stuff. So I think, yeah, probably the majority forward though, again.
Obviously, pretty tough year last year. Are you feeling better prepared as a team?
Yeah, I think so. We had a really good hit out on the weekend against a pretty good quality opposition. So yeah, we got a bit of a feel for where we're at. And there were some really good learnings out of that game that we feel like we can take and apply pretty quickly. And then obviously the bonus of that being we have the same opposition in a week's time. So we'll be able to take some of those learnings into that game and see where we're at again.
I feel like you're in a good spot this year personally to break through and then play a 20-game season.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's the goal. I mean, yeah, obviously regularly talking to coaches and teammates and stuff about things that I can get better at and things that I can do to get myself in a position to play. But we're certainly in a position as a club at the moment where there's a really healthy level of competition. So it's certainly no guarantee. But yeah, I feel like I'm in a place where I can have some impact this year for sure.
What is it on the field that they want to see more of? Like, you got a few together last year and they got the pressure they come here and we talk about the pressure. What do they need? What do they want more from you to get in that team all the time?
Yeah, to play consistently, I suppose, just about impact on games and doing that more regularly. Yeah, getting my body in a position where I can train fully throughout the week and then play throughout games and a bit of composure stuff as well. I think it's important for me, like that level of, yes, I want to bring my energy and my intensity and stuff, but also a level of composure with the ball and being level-headed, I think. Yeah, in regards to my last point there, or?
Just a couple of goals that you found the ball quite a bit. Is that what they were asking of you?
Yeah, well, to be honest, what's asked of us is to play our role, and if we can do that individually, the benefits of that collectively we'll see as a group. So, yeah, I don't really go out there focusing on that kind of stuff specifically. More so about playing my role and what that involves from a forwards perspective. So, yeah, I felt like I did that to a decent level on the weekend. Yeah, I suppose so. It's always okay to kick a goal, I suppose, or a couple of goals. But yeah, it was okay. We had some work to do as a group, certainly. But yeah, we'll take that into next week for sure.
Does Tyson being absent help you at all, mate? Obviously, it's a tough situation for the young fella, but the spot in the forward line, could you grab that and take it, make it your own?
Oh, I mean, yeah, with the Tyson situation, to be honest, I haven't really thought of it like in that regard that much, to be honest. Yeah, surrounding Tyson, it's more just about supporting him and seeing where he's at. But yeah, I mean, there's a forward line there. There's positions to play, and someone needs to play it. So I suppose that's me trying to look and play those roles. Yeah.
Do you look at Chase at all? You guys are taking the same year, obviously. You sort of look at how he's taken a couple of years to build. You know, everyone's hoping this is his year. Probably the same for you. You haven't been able to break through as much as you would have liked.
Yeah.
Sort of look at the way he's sort of ascended and try and follow that a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of things about Chase that not just me, but a lot of people in the club look at and really value. So yeah, there's certain elements to his game that we work through together and look at. And Chase is super diligent as well, so that's something that we all look at and admire. And we're constantly doing touch or looking at vision and stuff like that. So yeah, certainly looking to build with him for sure.
And obviously Junior was a huge blow, mate. Was there
Yeah.
Someone losing such a crucial player on the season.
Yeah, and a crucial person as well. Just a really, really good character, and I think kind of the mood post game when we heard that news, everyone was pretty flat, and rightly so. But yeah, as I said, Junior's just such a quality character, and I've been in rehab with him a little bit, and I've seen again how diligent he is and how he approaches his rehab. So I've got no doubt he'll come out of it, stronger and an even better player. But with that being said, it's still obviously disappointing to lose him, and we'll do our best as a group to rally around him and support him, because yeah, that's what we need to do as teammates at the moment.
Have you had contact with him personally yet?
Yeah, I have had contact, and I reckon all the boys have had contact with him as well. So obviously, firstly, we just look to make contact and support him and get around him, and he's in good spirits. So he's back out of hospital now, and I think doing okay, obviously, with the circumstances. So yeah, we'll look to get around him even further in the next kind of week or so.
Do you feel any extra expectation on yourself, given that the pros fans are all looking at young kids at the moment?
Yeah.
Ticky, he's having development, I don't know about him. Do you feel that sort of expectation on pros fans as a high pick in recent years?
Yeah, I mean, there's expectation everywhere, but I think more so there's expectation on yourself that you put. There's a certain level that you want to play at and perform at. There's expectation at the club, like there's a certain level that we want to achieve as a group, and that's more so as a group, playing your role and achieving something together that we know we're capable of. So yeah, I'm certainly looking at that kind of stuff, more so internally. I want to play my role and do the right thing by my teammates and coaches more so than anything else, but also the supporters. Yeah, there's a level that I want to play at personally, and everyone else as well, to make them proud too. just big Riley O'Brien at training. Sort him out, big fella.
So you got caught again, obviously. What are you going to do differently, or have you discussed that?
Yeah, we have discussed it. We'll obviously go into a little bit more detail with meetings and stuff today, which will be good, and we'll get a bit more clarity. But coming out of the meeting, we had a really good feeling post game that we could change a couple of things. And do that pretty quickly, and then, as I said before, we get an opportunity in a week's time to take on the same opposition, and then see where we're at again. So yeah, we're really excited.
You think you're a better team than points or whatever it was on the weekend that you lost by?
Yeah. Nixie has a great quote too. He says, you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. So again, as I just said, I think there's a couple of things that we can change, and if we do that well and do that quickly, I think we can see some results for sure.